You're not awkward and you're not antisocial. Your brain just finds superficial talk cognitively empty, in the same way a hungry person finds empty calories unsatisfying. So when someone tries to keep you trapped in predictable weather comments and recycled pleasantries, your mind drifts because there's nothing meaningful for it to hold on to. Yet the moment someone shifts into depth, honesty, or emotion, you come alive, like the conversation suddenly switched from static to oxygen. What psychology shows is that people who crave deeper conversations aren't difficult. They're wired for meaningful connection, and your brain is built to seek substance, patterns, emotional authenticity, and ideas that spark reflection. So small talk doesn't drain you because you're rude. It drains you because it gives your mind nothing to process, analyze, or feel grounded in. Your dislike for small talk starts with something psychology calls low reward sensitivity for superficial stimuli, meaning your brain simply doesn't produce much dopamine when a conversation follows predictable scripts. And since you're wired for novelty, insight, or emotional resonance, the typical "how's your day" loop feels like mental fog, not because you dislike the person, but because your brain can't extract real meaning from surface-level interactions. And so your energy dips almost instantly, as if your mind is politely stepping out of the room. You also prefer deeper conversations because your brain has a stronger default mode network, which activates during introspection, imagination, and reflective thinking. And when someone speaks in a way that touches ideas, emotions, fears, dreams, or personal truths, your mind locks in with focus and intensity. But small talk interrupts this internal flow, forcing you to shift between shallow external cues and your rich inner world, which naturally feels jarring, tiring, or pointless, especially when you know the dialogue could be so much more meaningful. Another reason shallow conversations feel uncomfortable is cognitive empathy, the ability to track emotional subtext rather than literal words. So while someone else might enjoy casual chatter, your brain is scanning tone, intention, emotional states, and deeper meaning. And when the conversation contains none of that, your mind feels understimulated, almost like reading a book with blank pages. But when someone expresses something vulnerable or sincere, your brain finally has emotional data to process, making you feel more engaged, connected, and fully awake. Psychology also shows that deep thinkers prefer conversations that have psychological coherence, meaning they want ideas that connect to something real, something human, and something reflective. And small talk disrupts that coherence by bouncing between disconnected topics with no real trajectory, which is why you often find yourself silently waiting for the moment when the other person drops the mask, says something honest, or reveals a glimpse of their inner world, because that's where your curiosity, empathy, and intelligence finally get activated. And at the core of all of this is the fact that you value authenticity over performance, depth over routine, and emotional clarity over social noise. So you're not bad at small talk. You're simply built for conversations that feel real. And the moment depth enters the room, your energy returns, your mind sharpens, and the part of you that was bored suddenly feels seen and alive. So the next time you feel yourself fading during small talk, remember, it's not a flaw, it's not a social weakness, it's just your brain asking for something that actually matters, something that feeds your curiosity, your empathy, and your inner world. If you see yourself in this, subscribe for more psychology explained simply, because you deserve to understand the parts of your mind that no one ever taught you to appreciate.